Welcome in, everybody. Bit of a confusing time we've had here. Mystic Racing League about to get rolling at Eldora. The 22 Designs Truck Series here on Thursday night on VSPEED. For the West Georgia TV truck race on dirt, Eldora. This is going to be a lot of fun here tonight. I'm Morgan Cook, your lead and production here this evening. You are watching VSPEED. Check us out at VSPEED Sim on X or VSPEEDSim.com. And as I mentioned, Eldora, the dirt track, half-mile speedway here, 24 degrees in the corners, 8 degrees on the front stretch. It's covered in dirt. High side going to be dominant here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. We'll get you right to the action here in just a second. Trucks already on the racetrack. See if we can get a quick grid in here. We're going to do our best. Jackson Haltala in the 09 is going to start on the pole here. Anthony Cordray is going to be in the second position. Ronnie Foster will start third. Jacob Cochran in fourth. John Ullman in fifth. David Wallace will start in the sixth position. Seventh spot will be Michael Boger. Eighth in the eight will be Adam Holston. Ninth is Gavin Hinson. 10th, Derek Jewett. 11th, Joshua Gillen, and 12th will be Andrew Allen. Hit the wrong button there. Apologies for that, everybody. We're doing our best here. Again, a bit rusty at this. It's been a while since I've been here on a VSPEED broadcast. This is rounding at your top 10 here. 11th will be Joshua Gillen. 12th will be Andrew Allen. 13th, Caleb Hunt. 14th will be Aaron Espy. 15th will be Reggie Kelm, beside Stephen Gill in 16th spot. 17th will be Jared Kopsnyder. 18th will be Alan. So we're going to go racing here, folks. We all battle for the lead here. The 09 started on the pole here. 14 is going to take it away from him. Carnage back here in the back as the battle for the lead rages on. Michael Boger falling back through the field rather quickly, I might add. Look at all the dirt fly. Track is green. 3 laps we have completed so far, 150 on the schedule here tonight. 3 stages as well. First stage break is going to happen at lap number 40, then lap number 90. Then we're going to throw the checker at lap 160 here tonight. Well, we got a slide job here for third. Not quite going to get there is the 080. We got big wall contact for the 6. He's going to lose 1, 2, maybe 3 spots. His 84 is going to go around him here. Caution already out on the speedway. 34 is around. That is John Ullman. Let's have a look and see what happened to the 34. Looks like he just gets loose on his own there in the slick stuff. Around he goes. Self-spin going to be the cause of caution number 1 here this evening. All right, 5 laps in under our first caution of the night. You can already start to see the slick spot there right on the high side where all the rubber burns in, kind of all the way around the high side on this racetrack. You got 2 options. You go below it or you go above it. Can't drive through it. That is not ideal for these trucks. They will get very free. Will not be a good time. Bradley Cooper, got anything to say?
Well, I don't have the proper microphone on right now, but it is comforting to see that iRacing is now supporting Eldora again. And the trucks look like they're a handful out there tonight.
Yes, already 5 laps in, see a lot of guys off the wall, see a lot of guys loose throughout the corner. Obviously, we just saw a driver spin on his own We're about to re-rack them, restack them, and let them loose. Pace lights out on the pace truck here this evening. Not sure if Bradley's going to join me for the entire show here tonight, but if he does, it'll be a welcome treat. If not, you guys are stuck with me for the remainder of 150 laps. But that remains to be seen. We're going to get this green flag waving here, and we're off again at Eldora.
Yeah, I'd love to be here for it, Morgan. Seeing these guys square off, it looks like a lot of inside line and a lot of outside, but no in the middle here tonight.
Absolutely, that slick spot, it's going to change. That's one beauty about dirt racing, is it always changes. Every lap's a little bit different. As we got a battle for the lead here, the 08. Massive charge on the bottom. A lot of grip down there, so shortest way around. Slide job, success. Maybe not quite yet. 14 fights back on the high side. Maybe into turn 3 here. Yes, the 08 is going to grab the lead. David Wallace, he will take that one away, and the 09 is going to follow him through. Jackson Hatala moves to the 2nd position. Top 5 fairly close together here, battling. All getting great runs off the corner. That outside wall has claimed a few drivers here tonight. Further back in the field, this is the battle for 8th right now. 1845, look at that, loose and big contact on the bottom. Able to use the 69 of Andrew Shove to keep that truck pointed in the right direction. Everyone carries on their merry way here, so we got a lot of guys struggling here early in this race. Look back in the 18th position here. Stephen Gill was talking with him before this race. He's just out here trying to log laps at this point in time. Did a pretty good job at it. 18th out of your 24 car field here tonight. Back up to the 11th position. To the 18 truck. Oh, we got contact in front of him. Oh, around he goes. The 96 into the 69. The 96 all right. I think Andrew Allen is able to keep that thing pointed in the right direction. Glad to see that. Almost got right hooked off somebody's nose. See the 27 charging through the field here. Another 25 laps until we hit stage number 1 for some non-competitive cautions. But before that, we got 3 wide here at Eldora. Don't see that every day. Oh, big wreck behind him, the 6 and the 9. Able to get it back, turned around. Probably should have been a caution, but will stay green. The 9's going to go. Oh, they're wrecked again. The 45's in it. I think that's the 6. Oh, it's the 96. It's Andrew Allen. Still no caution. There it is. Caution is finally out here. 2 spins within a lap, Bradley. This is crazy stuff here at Eldora.
Yeah, I was watching the 9. I think he was involved in 2 different incidents. We saw he got turned across the nose, and guys are sending it low into the corner. But you carry that speed up to the outside of the racetrack. It's really difficult. This is where the signature of a slide job comes into play, and if you're not aware of a guy on your inside, it's very easy to pull over and actually turn the guy.
So here's a look at the incident I think brought out the caution. 96 on the high side, 45 a little bit below him, gonna go squeeze it to the outside there, and 45 just didn't really give him the space he needed, being up against the wall already, and then they kind of got stuck together there. Either truck could get out of the way, and I think the caution flew shortly thereafter.
And we had that incident just prior to that as well.
With
you
the 6
6
machine, I believe, or the 9 machine, I believe. Yeah, let's have a look at this one as well. Here it is. 6 just gets loose off the corner, and they both nose it into the outside wall here right at our finish line.
Truck stop there on the back stretch. That'll trigger a caution every single time.
Every time.
But I'm really surprised that the 9 truck didn't bring one out.
Absolutely. I really expected that car pointed the wrong direction, would have brought out a caution. Both those trucks are able to get out ahead of the pace truck, so they will stay on the lead lap. Halfway to the stage in stage number 1 at lap number 40. We're going to have that stage break. The pace truck will be Making that sharp left-hand turn here this time by. Yes, he will. Let's let him loose again. Big launch on the bottom. Let's throw that thing into the corner.
That's what you got to do, man. You got to hang it all out on the right rear. The 08 did a fantastic job with a big run on the outside there for second position. That's the 09 that just about got to the outside. Now you have the 8 machine working his way up to the top 5 here. Highline seems to be working a little bit better than everywhere else.
You get the momentum on the high side. Oh, we got just about a spin in front of him there. The 8 got tagged in the left rear, able to keep it pointed. The hard thing about this high side is you see that slick stuff gradually moving up the racetrack, closer and closer to the wall. Eventually, it's going to get all the way out there. And when it gets all the way out there, you pretty much have to go to the bottom because that's where the grip is. Momentum on the high side, grip on the bottom. Kind of pick your poison for a while in this race. Get that weird middle stage that a dirt race typically has.
It's similar to an asphalt where the groove will wear in. You'll lose traction because of the rubber buildup. The track temperature will go up on an asphalt surface. Here, it's more about the pack, and the dirt just becomes glazed to the terminology here for dirt racing. Is there's so many different cushion, there's so many different terms on how this all works, but it's very similar to asphalt racing.
Round was the 29.
In the aspect of the handling. Oh, they are sideways again.
Caution out once again. I think that was one of these. There he is. Oh, it's my man Stephen Gill. Went around there with the contact. I think he's going to go a lap down here. Another 15 to the stage. We'll go back and see what caused this incident. Already around backwards there. Let's take one back a little bit further. See the 29 loose off the corner here. Next time around, just loose off the corner. Drivers here just trying to log laps. Get it home in one piece.
That's unfortunate for the 01.
It is.
I do want to shout out, though, that sponsor on there. I don't know if you caught that or
Bad
not.
Wrench, yeah.
But it is all of the opposite things that it could possibly be. There's a Ford logo on there, slow service, Bad Wrench, slow lube.
That's a quality paint scheme. Love to see it. Love to see it. Wonder if 22 Designs made that one for him. We'll have to find out after the race here. He did go a lap down in that exchange, however, so that's going to put a little bit of a damper on his day. Might be able to get that lap back at the stage. Not sure how that's going to be scored, but we'll find out. We will find out.
David Wallace is just throwing it in there, though. He's shown these guys how to get around this place so far. And then I don't have an exact lap count for how many laps are led, but these cautions coming in quick succession, they're going to allow these guys up in the top 5 to kind of save their stuff. You got a lot of time to think about, you know, how many laps we got left till we pit, how many laps do we have left on tires, and I think right now the 08's progressively getting into a better situation of not having to push it quite as much.
And on that same token, we keep talking about the high side. You see the entry right there, how dark it is with all the rubber. He's one of the few guys who's really made a lot of success on the bottom. And the more that people run the high side, the worse it's going to get. The better the bottom is going to be later in the race. So he's really, with all these caution laps as well, really in the catbird seat as far as having the race go his way at this particular juncture.
Yeah, if you have that line down already and you've already been running it the entire time, when guys have to migrate down there, you're already on the edge. And he's showing he can do it. Hopefully we don't see any mistakes. I know we've had a couple of them here tonight. Guys outside the top 5 have had...
Oh, we're wrecking for second. No, 9 hard in the outside wall. Inside wall, apologies. Oh, my goodness. That was one of the fastest trucks here. Caution's going to come out, I would imagine. No, we stay green, insult to injury.
Oh, we're piling up in the back stretch, though. Front stretch.
14 is around. 84 is around. We got trucks all over the place here. We're still green.
Reggie Kime, I believe, just got a black flag there. Maybe for the choose code, we'll have to confirm that. Maybe passing under yellow.
Hard to say. Regardless, we got a gap first to second, all the way back to third. Look at that. 2 seconds on a dirt track. That's an eternity. And they are stacked up behind them. We'll have to go 3 wide. This would be for the 5th position. They will go 3 wide.
Yeah, they do.
Close in on the stage.
69 machine.
Oh, pounded the wall to the 33. Some guys able to really throw it in there. A lot of precision. Some guys just really hoping for the best when they sail it off into 1 and into 3 here tonight.
Caleb Hunt, he's working that Chastain line. He's kind of using the wall to get around these guys. You ride that cushion, but sometimes you just lean that right rear on the wall, and that'll help keep the truck pointed in the right direction. You see him outside of Christian Barnes here for 4th.
Yeah, when you use that wall, it's basically like a 5th wheel on that vehicle there, and able to just stabilize it, keep it pointed exactly where you want it to go.
These guys are throwing it in there, Morgan.
And they're dooring each other every which way. There is no rhyme and or reason to how this race has gone so far, except for this truck. The 08, David Wallace, drove from 6th up to the lead and has not looked back. Running right below the slick. Up into it a little bit on exit, but he is running some very quick lap times here.
Heavy contact there for the 4th position. Andrew Shobe and Christian Barnes were door to door. Looks like Shobe got the best of the 27. Now is going to go to work.
Oh, there goes the 10.
Sideways from 3rd position.
Around he goes.
It in the entry.
Gonna have a hard time getting turned around down there. Oh, rejoin back. Oh no, back in front of traffic. Caution is out. We saw that one live the whole way. Yikes.
Did he get a piece of there, Morgan?
I believe that was
came back up the racetrack.
82 machine of Jared Kopsnyder. I believe we'll go right on board with him here in just a second.
The 45 almost got a piece of it there. That truck's down on the access lane.
Oh, I see that.
For the infield, and nobody can see him pull back up on the racetrack till it's too late.
Let's do a ride on board here with the 82 machine who got a piece of that. See, there's the 45 who just missed the incident. Should be here entering turn number 3. Yeah, there's the truck right there. And what are you supposed to do? That's a tough one to swallow. Glad the damage wasn't any worse than what it looks like right here. Might be some angry drivers after this race, as this very well could be our stage break. Lap 40 will be at the conclusion of this caution lap. So let's give David Wallace here your stage 1 win. Congratulations to the 08 from 6th up to 1st. Running a good line out there. Right around the bottom.
This race really does have it all. It has dirt, it has stock cars, it has the stage format, it has the features, it has the heats. I mean, everything that you could have possibly as a variable in this event. And then based off of the points and how this all works out, Morgan, you know it better than anybody else, stages are just as important as wins. If you can dominate this entire race, oh man, it's going to help you tremendously in the long run.
Absolutely right. And this is a racetrack, being that it's on dirt, that maybe your regulars don't excel on dirt. Maybe some of the guys who run a little further back in the field, maybe they're dirt experts, like this 08 appears to be. I'm not sure where he runs on a regular basis. I'm not trying to say he's slow or anything. Don't put words in my mouth, Bradley. But he's showing tonight that he's great on the dirt stuff. And for those of you watching at home, we had a shortened intro. Apologies for that, everyone. Just a miscommunication with the timing of the session here. But there were heats, and there was an LCQ before this to set the field. Nobody went home. Every driver who showed up made the show, making up our 24-car field here And they went green basically as soon as we came on air. You've seen every moment of it since then.
A safe re-entry if I've ever seen it. Jeffrey Fisher in the chat. Just maybe a little bit of satire there. And I know that sometimes you get that tunnel vision. You say, oh, I just lost third position. I got to get this time back. And you kind of forget that there's still other people coming your direction. You're up in that top three, and there's so many trucks that still have to go by. You're just trying to save your race. And unfortunately there for the 10 of Gillen, that's just one of those wrong place, wrong time for everyone coming around that corner.
And it happens, right? You don't want to lose the time that you just worked so hard to gain, and yeah, it happens. It's one of those racing incidents we've all been through. We've all been both cars in that situation, and
yeah,
hate that
yes,
for both guys. Yeah.
Well, Morgan, I gotta say, I gotta wrap this up, but it's been fun covering this. I know you got it from here. You guys are in great hands. Morgan Cook, fantastic job, lead producer. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. That's Bradley Cooper signing off here. Lap 43 as we get back racing at Eldora. Side by side, a pair of 8s. Trying to get the lead. Oh, we got big wrecks behind him. We got a parking lot down on the bottom of the backstretch. I can't get there. What is happening here? There we go. 45, 9, 18. All having a little camp out down there. The bottom. The backstretch at Eldora. Not exactly the campground of choice, but gotta go where you gotta go. What caused this? 4 wide's what caused this. 18 into the 9. Both came down. 45 didn't quite realize it. All 3 of them are going to give a pretty good shot to that inside wall. They will find themselves 16, 17, 18 on the ensuing restart. They're going to hit the pit lane. Position may change. We'll see here. David Wallace has yet to come to pit road. So has Adam Holston in second, Andrew Shobin third, and Caleb Hunt in fourth. Andrew Allen had a 20-second pit stop earlier down pit lane, 2.8 in the box. Aaron Espy has been on pit road, so has John Ullman. That's 7th and 9th respectively. Not many other drivers have elected to hit the pit lane here this evening. I think we're about to take off the gloves here, folks. I think we're about to, if you thought we were getting a little close and personal before, a little in each other's face, it's about to get a lot worse, or better, depending what you're into, I suppose. Here at Eldora, you can see the whole top half of the racetrack has been slicked off to some extent. Means the bottom is going to be likely where the fast stuff is, unless you can somehow get that right rear way up above the slick. Might be able to get a good shot at it here. In turn 2, you can see the slick all the way up to where the marbles are. Kind of see it here. This is off of turn number 2. There's that brown streaky section way up against the wall. That's fast. Where the trucks are right there on the slick part, that's not fast. That is quite slippery. Touch the throttle, feels like you're driving on ice. Same thing here in turn number 3. And in turn number 4, a lot of the same, although the groove is a little bit higher up here. Might allow drivers to get a good run off of turn 4, though that is a bit of a curve, or sorry, a bit of a straight section, whereas the exit off of 2 is a little bit more curved. It's a really unique racetrack here in Rossburg, Ohio, the Eldora Speedway. 1/3 of the way through this race when they get to the start-finish line. Ticker up on your screen. David Wallace has led a ton of laps here tonight. Olston's right there. A lot of big movers up here in the top 5. Let's see if they can keep climbing. Green is out. Another hole shot for the 08. But here comes the 8 machine. Gonna get to the quarter. Adam Holston might get there. Way up above the slick stuff. Gonna use that wall. 78 gets loose. Big drive off the corner. We got a little sandwich back here. 6, 69, 78, 4 wide again into the 27. Put him in the fence. Can't turn in the slick. 78's in the outside wall. We're still wrecking back here. We got another 4 wide incident. SB getting used up. 34's getting used up. What a slugfest back here for the 10th position. Oh, we got trucks around. Oh, Ullman hard into the wall. Oh, he's stuck in the wall. Oh, no. Oh, that is not going to buff out, folks. That truck is on its side, and we are still under green. There's the caution out finally. That truck is, unfortunately, it's stuck there for Brad Nelson in the 33. Oh, my. Well, let's go back and see what triggered the 33 to get wedged into the inside wall. You don't see that very often. This is about the lap before. You see the 4 wide in front of him. Let's ride on board here to see how difficult this is. Everyone's just dooring each other. Looks like the 78 kind of washed up a little bit. 33 got turned by the 34 and then just got stuck. Backed that thing into the wall, flipped on its side and said, no, I'm good here. I'm good here. I want to see that from the 34 as well. He hit the wall pretty hard on the replay. Little full contact racing here. He steers it back across the racetrack and boom! Right front's not going to like that. Back going here. I think we're just about to go green. Yes, we are. Pace light's out again. Still have a pair of 8s here on the front row. Both get excellent launches. Almost contact there on the bottom. 69 got a good run off the corner. 3 wide behind him again. Barnes in the Domino's machine, able to sneak through the middle as the 84 is going to dive it to the bottom. Can Cochran make it stick? Yes, he can. Can Cochran take the spot? Oh, the 8 got stacked up. Olsen is back to 3rd. Here comes the 96. He was caught up in 2 accidents just a little while ago. Andrew Allen, high, wide, and handsome, with a bit of a diamond off the corner. I'm going to take a stab at it and say he might be a fan of the old Boston Bruins, but that's just a guess. See the big B on the hood. David Wallace still leads this race, running that lower line. And they're catching Mr. Nelson, Brad Nelson, the 33, who was just on his door. Caution is out, as that was just about to be a good race. To put the 33 another lap down. I wonder what happened here. I don't see anybody. Oh. Not the stage, I don't believe. Not sure what this one was for. Let's go back on a replay on the 29, just see if I see if anything extracurricular happened here. Slide job from the 34. Don't see anything that would have caused a caution here. 01's a little bit loose behind him. I think it was the 01, Stephen Gill. Yes, I believe it was. Just loose on his own. Around he goes. There goes the 01. One thing I find interesting about the truck build on iRacing on dirt is they still have windshields. You would think that those would be covered in mud if you remember back to when they did Bristol Dirt the first time with the windshield wipers. I remember Kevin Harvick out there with a Swiffer trying to wipe all the mud off the windshield so he could see. Between the mud and the fog, it was not a good time. And similar thing here, just less mud and less Swiffers, I guess, as well. .62 laps in, approaching halfway here, also approaching stage number 2, which is going to happen here at lap number 90, setting up a 60-lap dash to the end. Flag in the starter hands, and it's waving green. Great drive to the inside for Holston. Bottom side seems to be the place to be as the 96 is going to lose a spot. 08 slides up quite a bit, trying to get that run off the corner, but here comes the 8 machine, going to be contact on the exit, not quite. Loose for the 8, could not keep it under control. He might lose second as well. He will. Andrew Allen with a rocket shot off the top of turn number 2. He found the grip, and he's still charging. Slide job unsuccessful for the 8. Couldn't quite get there. Couple trucks into the outside wall. This is where the racetrack gets very, very difficult to drive. We got hard contact for the 34. That's Ullman. He's had a rough night so far. We're only 65 laps in. That truck's hit everything but the pace car. That's because there's no collision physics. Let's have a look at some drivers we haven't talked about yet tonight. How about Harold Tucker in the 79, running in the 17th position? Just keeping that thing pointed in the right direction. Haven't seen him with much of an issue here tonight. Another driver we haven't talked much about here. How about the 10? He was up in 3rd earlier. See, the right side's pancaked on that machine. Hanging out in 11th position. Oh, we got a spin in front of him. 78's around. Caleb Hunt. 27 also around. Can he get it refired? Yes, no, maybe. Yes, he can get it refired. All the track position gone, and he will also just about lose. 29's around as well. That might be a caution. No, we're green again. Golly. And all that while Andrew Allen is caught. David Wallace. First time the 08's been under fire after a restart all night. Work lap 69. It's right on board with this very fast number 96 machine. You can see how busy those hands are. All 77 took the line away. That's not going to help anything. Look at the steering wheel. That orange piece, that's center. Straight on the wheel. You can see just how much he has to manhandle this thing all the way around the racetrack. Into the outside wall, trying to get a little too much. As the lead balloons to half a second, call it 0.6. Just about get to the halfway point in this race. Best battle on the racetrack is this one. We got a bunch of them wadded up in the outside wall. 14, 18, 77's a lap down. 29, that's a 27 as well. This is for the top 10. These are positions 7 through 10 right here. Sorts itself out pretty quickly. Closest battle on the racetrack is the 27 trying to catch the 18. Mobile 1, dominoes on the side of those two vehicles respectively. We might have a crossover opportunity here. Good run on the bottom for the 27. Forster's got that 79 right in front of him. not for position. Able to easily get the spot. 18 with a very loose exit off of turn number 4. Halfway is in the books. Fast race so far tonight. We're only 37 minutes into this one. They are slip sliding all over the place. Every driver in this field is struggling. Contact in front of the leader. 08 gonna try and split them 3 wide. Maybe no, we can go to the bottom. Around the 91. Caution out on the racetrack. I believe it's the 10. Yes. The 10, and I think the 16's involved as well. Back on our instant replay here and have a look-see. There's the 10, just loose on his own. Yeah, a little too much gas there off the corner. 16, nowhere to go. I think that's what triggered it right there. Classic Eldora. Back here to the live shot. A little race recap for you if you're curious about that sort of thing. 8 cautions so far, 7 lead changes. Pretty impressive number for a track of this description. 8 cautions, however, not terribly uncommon for a track of this description. Even dirt regulars can struggle at the famed Eldora. Now look at your weather. 75 degrees in the air, 62 on the track. Of course, it is dirt, so it's hard to get a good reading of that, of course. Good to know either way. Been a fun one so far. Can anyone get around this 08? He's going to continue to choose the bottom. That's where the success has been all night. Does Andrew Allen have anything for him? How about Adam Holston? The only other drivers who have really given the 08 a fight here this evening. Let's rack him and let's get going. Oh, into the back of the 08 was Holston. 84's come out of nowhere as well. How about Cochran? Up into the top 3 for the first time tonight. 96 is in the wall. This might be 3 wide off the corner. Not quite. Oh, 27's around with the 18. Barnes and Boger. Oh, we got trucks wrecked all over the racetrack here. Oh, the 33's around again. 39's in it. Oh, my goodness. Another case of drivers coming off the wall, unable to keep the trucks together here. Might have some steering issues here on the 18. See that truck wiggling around quite a bit. Let's check this one out from high above the Eldora Raceway. Back a little further here. This is on the restart, of course. Getting this thing rolling here. This happened, I believe it was off of turn 4. See, we're 3 wide, the 6 in the middle. 27 must have got not a great run here. The 18 to get alongside. You can see right there, 27 all the way down. 18 didn't quite realize it. And then they both got spun around in front of the field. And then they just continued to wreck. The 10 was in it again. It might have been the 69. See the 29's in another one. A lot of drivers really looking forward to getting these last 65 laps or so completed. Stage here in about 5 laps time. Then 60 to the end. This off the back of our leader, David Wallace. Led majority of the laps here tonight. I don't know exactly how many. Might have said on that graphic, actually. 73 of them. Yes, that's the majority of 84, I would say. And and it feels under his control once again. Ooh, 96 might have jumped the start there. That's hard to say. And 96 is going to grab the lead as we got contact on the bottom of the racetrack. Andrew Allen takes the lead away. Wallace is back to 4th spot. And under fire, the 14's on the outside, 84 on the bottom. Able to go side by side cleanly there. How about Holston going back? It's a little slide job for the lead. Not quite enough to hold it there. How about Anthony Cordray? Gonna squeak by here for second, it looks like. Yes, he will. Oh, 8th in the 08 gonna make contact. Not quite. Wallace able to back it up just in time. But I bet he's seeing red right now. I'm not just talking about a different shade of that 8 machine. I'm talking about how he fell back on the restart. 14's going to get loose contact. Oh, they're door banging for second position. He might be able to get the spot here. Can the 08 mount the comeback? 3 wide for second spot. Oh my goodness, what a race we're seeing here at Eldora. Andrew Allen hoping and praying that that truck finds some grip and soon. As the 8 and the 08 make more contact, 8's going to hit the, oh my goodness, 69, 6 are in it, the 8's around, Holston. Oh, big contact right to the nose, end of the quarter. Oh my goodness, parking lot, turn number 2. Someone call a wrecker. Are they able to get it back right before the leader comes around? Looks like they will. Oh my goodness. Bad to worse for the 8. Let's just have a ride on this lap here. This will tell you everything you need to know. From the nose, let's go back and watch it. So here he's 3rd. See the 08 there on the bottom. This line up in front of him, no harm, no foul here. Still got the 08 out there. And you can see here off the corner, 08 gets a little bit loose, catches the 8 in the right rear. They're struggling. 8 tries to stay off him into the 69, into the 6. Around he goes in the slick. And then boom, 45, boom, 34. Boom, 78. And 8's parked in the center of the racetrack. And that is the stage, in fact, as well. So 2-for-1 special there on cautions, if you will. But yeah, tough break for Adam Holston. Went from 3rd to 14th in one single lap. But this is going to be your second stage end. So the first one went to the 08 machine of David Wallace. The second one went to the 96 of Andrew Allen. Who's going to claim the third one? Who will win this race here tonight? That is what we are all searching for. That's why we came here tonight, isn't it? To see who the fastest driver was, right? I imagine, anyway. It probably wasn't to listen to me talk, but if it was, all the power to you. All the power to you. Again, if you missed the top of the show, you are here live on VSPEED. You probably see it up in the top left corner. I'm Morgan Cook, your host and producer here. Back from a bit of a hiatus. My first broadcast since December as a producer, so glad to be back here. Glad the guys at VSPEED have enough faith in me to throw me back up here in a broadcast booth. And glad that the Mystic Racing League was the one that was able to come back and get my start with here. So it's been a fun one so far. 93 laps in the books, about to make it 94, about to go green for, I believe, the 10th time this evening. Yes, this would be the 10th restart of the night. Let's restack them and let's get them going. Final stage underway here at Eldora. '96 trying to get around the 14. Can't quite get it done. 18's around. Boger's around. Can he get it righted? Yes, he can. No caution. As the 69 had a shot at the lead, he's not going to have it here. Into turn number 1. It's going to be Cordray in the 14. Not sure what happened to Andrew Allen on that restart, but it did not go forward for the 96. Jacob Cochran rides in third as they all three of them run the high line. David Wallace is back to 5th, stuck behind the 69. Slide job's not going to get it done for him there. The bottom lane has gone away for the 08. This is the Eldora I'm used to seeing. Everyone ripping the lip, just trying to not catch the outside wall harder than you have to. Slide job for the 08. What a pass. 69 is going to fight back to the bottom. But give the momentum. The 08, can he get it off the corner? Yes, he can. Into the bottom to cut off the entry. That is going to secure the spot for the 08 machine. He's going to try and get Cochran here for 3rd. Only driver really able to run that bottom. Oh, he's trying to get 2 for 1 into this 96. We're door banging each other. Oh my goodness, brought all 4 of those trucks all the way together. That is not going to make Andrew Allen very happy. 3 wide. Oh, almost wrecked all of them. He did wreck all of them. Oh my goodness. How was that not a 5-car accident for 2nd? And all this while the 14 has set sail. See all those dots back there? Yeah, that's the rest of the field. Put that pedal down, 14. As we still scrap for 2nd. 69 is going to take that spot away. Andrew Allen riding in the 3rd spot. Cochran up in the outside wall. Can Schobleg it out here a little bit and get away from the group. Half a second behind him, but 2.5 in front of him. Oh, Cochran, what a move that was. Just about got the spot over Allen. Can he slide up in front of him and take it? No, he can't. He can't get there. Olston's getting turned again. This time it's by David Wallace, and the 8 is parked it on the inside of the racetrack near Victory Lane. Back to 12th is Adam Holston. There's going to be some upset trucks after this one, I bet. David Wallace is back to 8th and falling through the field. I think he's got damage on their left front. Also the right rear. Slide job not successful. This is for 9th position. The driver that's led the most laps today is looking like he's in danger of not leading the one that matters. The final one, lap 150, which is only in 45 more laps. Closest battle on the racetrack is this one. Was the one we were on. Apologies, there it is. It is Wallace trying to chase down Ullman. Oh, the other way around. Ullman trying to chase down Wallace. The drivers all in the vicinity. Let's have a ride along with our leader and just see kind of what he's dealing with here as he works through lap traffic, the 18 machine. So this is Anthony Cordray. You can hear just how little throttle we have in the center of the corner. I think the important thing to note there is it's hard even for the leader. We just saw the 14 get in the outside wall, and Shob has cut the lead in half. 69 machine is, I believe, the fastest truck on the racetrack. Yes, he is. Him and Cochran, only drivers down in that area, running just under 20-second lap times here. Let's see if the 69 is able to go get. See the battle for 1, 2, 3, the gaps in the bottom corner of your screen. Second place has almost got there. This is going to be a battle before this 40 laps is over. Let's do a quick through your field since we have a bit of a green flag running at the moment. Your leader here, Anthony Cordray led 24 of them, trying to lead the last 40. Andrew Schob finds himself in the second spot in that 69 truck. Andrew Allen a little further back. He is... Oh, caution's out. Caution is out on the speedway. We'll save it through the field for a little bit later. I think that was the 01 again, potentially. Yes, it was, and the 77's involved as well. Right in front of the leader. Kind of saw this one as it was happening. Oh, into the inside wall hard. And could... Oh, 77's around already. What happened to Zach White? Another replay here. Minding his own business back here, running 19th position. Trying to keep it off the wall. Does just that. And then got a little bit of help from the 16 here. Around he goes. And then shortly thereafter, hey, there's the 01. Ready for a little tailgate action. How you doing? Brings out your caution here on lap number 113. So, the big lead, it's gone. Wiped out. Schob has another shot at him, although he was probably hoping this thing went green more than anyone else. Your top two have not hit the pit lane. Neither has Jacob Cochran in the 4th spot. Andrew Allen, the first of those drivers who has pit, fuel only. 88 laps ago. David Wallace just hit the pit lane. Now, I don't think that's particularly going to help him when it comes to grip like you would think on a traditional asphalt oval where it's higher tread. Here, you're talking about heat in those tires, and he's going to have cold tires, so he should be a rocket ship here for like 3 laps. We're going to find out. The final 35 are underway. Oh, the 69 just... Oh, he hit the inside wall. Second spot, falling back. All the track position is gone now. All the way back to the 4th spot, and possibly going to lose some more here. Oh, we're wrecking again. The 8, the 34, the 6. Another caution here. Number, I believe, 12? 12 of the night. Oh, Cochran's in it, too. Oh, my goodness. What happened here to driver number 8? See, the 34 got a little bit loose. Oh, and then the 8 trying to save it. Oh, Cochran's around. Like, a bunch of trucks, kind of separate incidents here. Let's see, maybe what happened to the 84 first. I think that was the farthest up ahead incident. Saw the 69 up or down up against the wall there. 84 comes off the corner. That's into 3 here. Just loose, it looks like. Yeah, just too much gas. Tried to get in front of the 94, and oh, he got turned by the 96. Slide job gone wrong. Absolutely what happened to the 84 there, and then a bunch of trucks gave him a little kick there on the high side, just trying to keep their runs going. Well, I hate to say it, but I bet the Mystic Racing League is glad I'm not paid by the caution. Or else they might have to empty the treasury for this one. 30 laps remain, roughly, until we get to the end of this show. Of interviews with your top 3 once the race concludes. It'll be a fun one. Will be a fun one. Cordray, Schob, Allen, Jewett. Haven't said the 45's name for a while. Ullman, your top 5. Back racing. The 14 with the run off the top. Can Shobe close in here? Down in 3. He's not going to have the momentum, it doesn't look like. Because it is a hornet's nest behind him. Off the back bumper of your leader. There's a 69. Oh, they are about to wreck back there. And got turned into the fence. Oh, we're 5 wide at Eldora. That's not going to work. 4 of them into the wall. Blown engines. The whole field's in it. 39 no brakes. 84 no brakes. Oh my goodness. That was half the field. Still no brake pedal on the 39. What is going on here? Oh my goodness. We got to go back and watch this thing from the start. We kind of saw it happen live with the 4 wide, 5 wide. This make a good YouTube short, I bet. 5 wide. 9's in it, 78's in it, and 39 plows into the back of him. The 01's into the back of him, the 84's into the back of him, and then 39 continues to roll here into the door of the 45. By that time, the damage is already done. Let's go back another time here. That was just an unbelievable situation. Look at this. That's like 10 cars on your screen. 10's probably glad he got turned to the outside wall at that point. Yeah, the 6 just kind of cleared himself off the 08, off the 45, off the 18, then everyone else is involved. Only driver to make it through that, I think, was the 33. Let's ride on board with him. Brad Nelson with a wonderful job getting through that thing. Absolute hornet's nest in front of him. VSPEED, I believe, might have also made his way through it here in 16. See, that's not a good sign when they're facing the wall like that. Oh, SB did not make it through, unfortunately. But Nelson did. They're back here. About to go green again, 25 to go. Any one of these could be the money restart. Could be any single one of these. Oh, which one will it be? Pace truck, hard left-hand turn into pit road. Cordray and Shobe on the front row. 14's off again. Great launch for the 14. He's going to have the whole field in the rear view as they roll into turn number 3. More carnage back here. 45's going to get loose. This is Jacob Cochran in the 84. You can see the leader. Also the 7 cars in front of him as he gets into the back of the 34. Truck stopped on the bottom of the racetrack. Not sure who that was. They're all fighting around, trying to get around Shobe here. Andrew Allen back to second. You got Holston back up in the top 5 here. The cream is rising back to the top from earlier in this race. And here comes Wallace as well. Wallace up to 7th. He was falling like a rock through this field. Might be able to get a 2-for-1 here. Holston's up in the wall. 4 wide at Eldora. Don't recommend it. That's 1 spot for the 08. Can he get 2 here? No. He lost the other one. Oh my goodness. How about Allen and Barnes going at it? The 27 showing some late life here at Eldora. Truck's up in the outside wall. I don't have an incident counter total for this race, but I bet it's pushing 200 at this point. Get everyone hitting everything out here. 3 wide again? No! 77 is struggling down there on the bottom. Not sure what's going on with the Zach White machine. 9 laps down already. Oh, Cochran, not quite enough. And don't look now, that 14 has gapped him by a second again. Really flexed the muscle here late in this race. Led the last 46 laps. only a few more to get, as we're still pushing 3 wide, 4 wide. Oh, big slide for the, oh my goodness, he wrecked them all. 84 got the 8, who got the 96. Andrew Allen gonna fall back, lose some more spots. Oh my goodness. Race control probably not gonna have a good night after this one. Oh, there goes the 10, he got the 84. Into the outside wall, around goes Cochran. Oh my goodness, oh, contact. Oh my goodness, it's calamity in turn number 1. Oh, and they're still wrecking. Holy cow. They're still wrecking. What are we doing here? Somebody throw the flag. What is going on? Well, I think we know who to ride on board with. What a chaotic lap. All right, let's go have a look at this one. So we saw it here. Big dive into the corner. Caught the 8, caught the 96, who both went around. 84 carries on to the bottom of the 08. And then it was the 10, who they were trying to work around. A little bit loose here. I think it's this corner. Yes, it is. Catches the 84, spins him all the way around. And then from here, rejoins back into traffic. Boom. I think the 96 again. 18's in it. 33's in it. They're still wrecking. How about this one? 33 into the 84 again. The 9's in it. Oh my goodness. Absolute parking lot here. The dirt track in Rossburg. And that, I believe, caution number 14 of the night. We're doing a little bit worse than a caution every 10 laps. For those of you keeping track with the calculators at home. Under 15 laps to go to determine your winner of the West Georgia TV Truck Race on Dirt. That is the name, in fact. If you missed it at the top of the show, that's the name of this race. It doesn't even all fit on our ticker at the top of the screen. We're back live. Showing some more of that muscle, but Holston back in second, where he spent a good chunk of the first half of this race. Is he able to catch up to our leader? A lot of drivers here starting to find their mojo. 45's back up into the top 10. He struggled early. 69's been a mainstay these last 50, 70 laps or so. 27's been fast, but they better pick it up because it's go time. Off the back, off the nose here. Riding on board with your leader. Get off the back bumper. That's the gap. Call it 7 car lengths or so. Is the 8 able to get there? Does he have enough left in the tank? That time by 2/10 slower. Fastest truck on the racetrack. How about your leader? Running 19.5s. This time by looks like he closed in a little bit as Shobe's up in the wall. Holston. That time, half a second faster. 19.7 to a 20.2 for your leader. At this rate, another 1 or 2 of those, and it's battle on. With under 10 laps to go. Battle is locked right here. Another one, faster for second. How about a 1/10 of a second that time? Driving it for all it's worth. Can't quite get to the corner. Tried to lower line there. Did not work. That time, a 64 to a 73. And the gap is back to 6/10. Chauve under fire from Wallace, who's had an up and down night. And Christian Barnes, no pressure out the back for a 5th position. He'll get it to you in under 30 minutes, I bet. We're still watching the leaders here, as the gap is 0.6 of a second with 5 laps to go. Lap traffic in front. Oh, their parking lot in front. Caution is out with 5 laps to go. It's going to be a shootout. Not sure who that was, who was around. It was a green car. 77, perhaps. Let's go back here. A quick look-see and see if we can find out what caused our 15th caution of the night. It was the 91 and the 10. That's who it was. Alan Zukov, haven't really mentioned him tonight. And the 10, Joshua Gillen. So there's the 91. Just trying to keep this thing clean. Might have got hooked here by the 9. Yes, he did. Up. Oh, right in front of Cochran, whose day has gone from bad to very much worse. And oh my goodness. The 10 got him, so did the 33. Oh, the 69 got him too. So did the 8. Oh, wow. A lot of the front runners with some pretty heavy damage out of that one. With only 3 laps to go, is it really going to make a difference? Now, I would expect the send of all sends here into turn number 1 on this restart, as we're going to go green-white checker style here. Top 2 taking the high side, top 3 taking the high side. Anyone going to the bottom? Barnes will go to the bottom. This is about to get wild. Who you got, chat? This one's gonna get spicy. Pace car gonna make that turn onto pit road. And we're off again. Oh, big spin on the bottom for the 23. Not able to get the run he needs. It's a 3-horse race. 14, 8. Make it a 2-horse race. To the bottom goes Holston. Cordray on the top. Drive off the corner. White flag in the air. Cordray still has the lead, but here comes Holston. He's right there. One more shot into turn number 3. Might be too far back. They're spinning for 3rd. Cordray. Anthony Cordray is going to win at Eldora. Look at the 14. Thing's been through a lot here tonight. Able to get out here with a win. 2nd place, Adam Holston. 3rd place will be Christian Barnes here this evening. Oh, David Wallace may have got that spot. We'll check it out here on the timing and scoring after the race. But all eyes, and rightfully so, should be on our winner. See some burnouts here potentially. Great success for your winner. You found victory lanes from the wrong side of the wall to get there. Regardless, congratulations, Anthony Cordray, for the W here at Eldora. With that being said, we will take a quick commercial break. Come back here with your results and interviews with your top 3, including your winner, Anthony Cordray. Be back right after this. Here we are. Bit of a technical issue here. Oh, apologies, everybody. Let's see if we can get the results up on the screen. Maybe. We cannot. There we go. There goes our winner graphic. Very strange here. Not sure what's going on. We'll get the results back here.
Some winners in.
We'll get the results back here in just a second. We're going to go to commercial and see if we can figure this one out. Be right back here, folks.
Don't talk.
All right, we are back here. Gonna see if we can get this results up on the screen. Maybe yes, maybe no. Not sure exactly what's going on here. Let's try this. Still no results. Not sure what to make of this here, folks. Apologies. There's our results. Okay, now we're rolling. Quarter A, your winner here this evening in the 14, put on a heck of a show, led a bunch of laps. Someone's got to mute their mic here. There we go. Holston is in the second position. Wallace comes home in third. We're not quite sure on our running order here for third spot. We'll get that sorted out by the end of the interviews. Barnes in fourth on our ticker here. Foster comes home fifth. Shobe in the sixth position. Big rally, 24th up to sixth. Cochran in seventh after a wild last 50 laps through the 84. Jewett in the 45 comes home in eighth. And in ninth will be the 79 of Tucker. And in 10th, the 78 of Hunt. See if this thing will... We are really having issues here. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is, folks. Just cannot seem to get things to work properly here on the old ATVO here tonight. I'll just read... Oh, we just about had it there. Keem will come home in 11th. I know you can't see it. Apologies, folks. 12th will be SB. 13th, Gillen. 14th is Zukov. 15th is Nelson. 16th, White in the 77. 17th will be Boger. 18th for Ullman. 19th for Allen. 20th for Gill. And your final four, Hinson, Thorsten, Knopfschneider, and Hotala will finish last in this race after starting on the pole. We're now going to get down to our... Now you can see it on the screen. Fantastic. We're going to get down now to our interview, starting off with our winner. The number 14 machine was fast here. How you doing? Fast here all night. Started in second. Can you mute your mic, please?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, very good. We'll get you back here in just a second. So started in second, led 66 laps, the final 66 laps, and just had a really great run at the end there. Held off a lot of hard chargers. How'd you do it?
I mean, I'm just a guy who runs dirt. Dirt is where I grew up. Eldora is my home track. It is 2 hours from my house. And I mean, I go there every chance I get, and I've seen it in person. I've seen the lines, and I mean, just me being on iRacing, running dirt a lot. I mean, that's one thing about it. If it's a home track and you run dirt and you know a lot about your home track, you should be the one to go out there and put on a show and win it. At least you should, not in every case, but you got them big heavy hitters that I had to hold off. I don't run this truck league that often. This is only my second time running it, and I mean, it's a blast when I'm running it, especially being away for a few months because of family ordeals and living situation. So it feels good to be back here, first race back, and going out and winning it. It does feel good.
Yeah, they call that batting 1,000. Love to see that. I'm going to go back to a point you had just a second ago, the home track thing. I personally no home tracks. My closest racetrack to me would be Iowa, about 14 and a half hours away. So tell me a little bit about what it's like, how it feels to win at a track that you call home and that you are clearly so good at.
This is one I've been trying to check off for years. I did it with Mestic and them and World of Outlaws on the PS4, but no, that don't compare to this because iRacing is about as real as you can get. And I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's on the PS4, if it's on iRacing. It's just the best satisfaction knowing that you went to your home turf, went to your backyard or whatever, and went out there, not only put on a show, but came home with a trophy and kept the trophy and the legacy alive that Ohio and come back with it. So it just feels unreal, and it's probably one of the second best things that's ever happened to me, just behind getting married to my best friend and the person who I love dearly, who supported me through everything that I've done over my career. And this one is really for her. It's for my family. It is for pretty much everybody, my friends, family, et cetera, who's gone out of their way to support me. And it really does feel good because it's like that. It's just like that ninth ending, fourth quarter, down one or down three, and you got to make the Hail Mary to get it. And that's just how it feels.
Well, I love to hear it. While we got you up here, clearly an emotional Anthony Cordray and the 14 machine, who do you want to thank? Who do you want to shout out more than you already have here up in the VSPEED Victory Lane broadcast booth?
Well, I really want to thank my wife, and I really want to give a big, and I mean it is a big thanks to my sponsor, Tom and Mary Hauling LLC, because if it really wasn't for them backing the funding, their drive would not have been as aggressive as you saw today. Because there was something that I had to prove. It was a name on my back, and it was a name that I carried, and I carried it long. I carried it hard. I had some moments where me and I think it was the 16 got into it because of something I did idiotically by accident of trying to throttle it up between my tires and then misjudging the braking distance, which I am really sorry to him. And I mean, I really want to thank, like I said, my family is my sponsors, Tom and Mary's Hauling LLC, my wife, my mom, my, well, I would say stepdad, but they had problems, arguing and all that. And I mean, really, there's a lot of people who I would like to think that we don't have time for. My brother being one of them, friends, long, long friends, and just people who's got me to this point. And it's just been one hell of a road from 2019 to now. And to say this is the first league race I've won, and I don't think anything's ever going to top it.
Well, I didn't realize it was your first. The first win is always special. I know I remember mine back from a few years ago at a truck race at Daytona to open up a league season. Absolutely, I will always have that memory etched, as you will have this one etched in yours for the rest of your iRacing career. So congratulations, Anthony, on win number 1. And if you keep driving like tonight, probably one of many. Congratulations, sir. We're going to move on to second
Thank
place
you.
finisher here tonight. That's your winner, Anthony Cordray. Congratulations to him on his first ever league win. Second spot here tonight, though, is Adam Holston. So,
Hey, how's it going?
driver 8, you had one of the more eventful days, I would say, here this evening. You started up in 8th spot. You ran up in 2nd behind the 08 for a good chunk of the first stage and a half. And then the wheels kind of came off a little bit. You fell back through the field, got turned a few times, and still ended up finishing in the 2nd position. Walk me through it. I mean, how did you rebound like that?
Well, really, we had a good truck, and like you said, around that midway point, I just started getting into mistakes and getting bumped into, and just couldn't really get into a groove and get back to where I needed to be. But really just had a couple things fall my way, people getting into each other, and I found my way back into that top 5.
That's sorry, I was having some graphics issues here. Very strange night here, return on VSPEED, but kind of like this race was just a weird one. I don't know how you felt about it. I think we ended up with 14 cautions, if I'm not mistaken. Really kind of jumbled the race up, and I think we only had one run of maybe longer than 20 laps. What was it like from behind the wheel having to go stop, start, stop, start, stop, start? And you typically were trying to fight on either the high side or the bottom to go get that lead from the '08, among others. um, how hard is it to kind of reset and go attack again over and over again?
Well, it's definitely tough because field position is huge and it's really hard to pass. So like if you're restarting over and over and over, we don't get that long run to really make any passes. And that was my issue. I just couldn't get a long enough run to run down the leaders and do anything with it.
All right, and while we got you up here, anyone you want to thank, shout out, praise, berate, any adjective or verb you might have in your arsenal, while we got a chance up here?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my sponsor, 9222 Designs, Holston Concrete, Workboat Life, Shimano, and I'll shout out my team at 5 Star Racing, and I'll shout out Ricky LaFleur for cheering me on at the races.
Awesome. Well, that tonight, folks, is your second place finisher, Adam Holston. What a great run for you tonight. Led 3 laps, come home in the second position. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
You bet. Now on to the bottom step of the podium. That none other than David Wallace. Christian Barnes. Which one is it, Alex?
It's Christian Barnes.
Christian Barnes. Okay, let's get that switched up here real quick. Christian Barnes in third position. Must have been a tight one then. But this 27 machine, I didn't quite know what to make of you at parts of this race. You didn't really appear until maybe the last 50, and all of a sudden you were there fighting for second, third, fourth. Talk to me a little bit about your day.
Yeah, early on in the race, I kind of screwed up in qualifying and then got wrecked in the heat race, so I had to start in the back. I was able to slowly work my way forward, but I got early damage from one of the crashes, so I had damage for pretty much the whole race until towards the end. I was still able to run top 10, but I just was not good on restarts. It took me a couple laps to get going. I would lose too many spots, so by the time we'd get the long run in, I'd have to start picking them off. I was able to get my damage fixed with about 30-ish to go, and that's when I was able to truly start showing that I had something. And unfortunately, on that final restart, I kind of gave it away.
I did notice the 27 a little bit loose there on the bottom on that restarting in the second position. But you might have been one of the very few trucks at the end of this race that didn't have very much damage at all. I look at our leader, our winner, and every quarter of that truck is smashed in one way or another. I look at the 8 machine, same deal. Hood's all pushed up. The 27, pretty pristine, all things considered, for 150 laps here at this bull ring of Eldora. So you're able to more or less keep it out of trouble. You mentioned you got your damage fixed with about 30 to go, but was your mindset here tonight, was it attack? Was it survive? I'm just trying to look at your I rating here. You are one of the higher I rated drivers here in this lobby, so you got that experience. Why don't you kind of walk me through the mindset coming in here? How do you be successful at a dirt race of Eldora?
Yeah, not a lot of guys in here are really dirt guys, so I knew it was gonna be a little bit of a chaotic race. No disrespect to any of the field. Um, I'm not really a dirt guy either, so I knew I had to at least take it a little easy, because I'm not as experienced on dirt at least. But um, it was more of just survive. Don't get involved in a lot of the wrecks. There was at one point, I think we were 5 wide. The 6 was on the bottom, and I just lifted early, let them go, and I was able to get around it, and they all crashed. So just certain things like that, just not putting myself, in those types of positions, was able to help me out a lot. So just more of a little bit of defense instead of offense was sometimes the way to go, especially in this race.
Yeah, 5 wide is typically something I would try and avoid, and I think you were right to back out of that situation when literally everyone else in the field behind that was involved, except for maybe one truck. It was quite a sight to behold. But we've got you up here, third spot here, no laps led, 21st starting position, so a good night for you nonetheless. Who do you want to thank? Shout out, praise, berate, humble, any verbs, adjectives you got up here? Let's let them fly.
I want to thank my team and Caleb Hunt Racing. That he helped me a little bit with the setup to run decent tonight, so I appreciate it to him.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Great run here tonight, Christian, able to finish on the podium and on to next week.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, that's your third place finisher, Christian Barnes. Well, that is about going to do it for our show here tonight. If I can get these graphics off the screen, they don't seem to want to leave. It's a very, very strange return up here in the VSPEED booth. Let's just see if we can get that to leave. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, for everyone at the Mystic Racing League, for 9222 Designs, their truck series, and especially those at West Georgia TV for sponsoring the truck race on dirt. Thank you, everybody. I've been Morgan Cook, lead-in production here on VSPEED. It wasn't a pretty show, but it got the job done nonetheless. Make sure to check us out here on VSPEED. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll catch you here next time on Wednesday for more Mystic Racing League action. See you then.